What is up, everybody? Bright and early, ready to roll. How many of y'all are still in line? Still in line for the Cool Cats, huh? Also, shout out to a Deep Threat getting a little vax today. We love to see it. How's everyone doing? I think everyone was a little stressed yesterday. We had a lot of stress. I think the marketplace was scaring everyone a little bit, but one of the, we talked about the Cool Cats a bunch yesterday and leading up to it, being curious about what the prices were going to look like. And we'll get into it specifically, the challenges. But I do think one of the good signs is that this is how the challenge was supposed to look for Top Shot, right? It wasn't supposed to cost a couple grand to complete round 2 of a common challenge. So to see the prices be where they are, and even the 35K base moments that are included are still a little overpriced probably, but to see that they're in the $20 range, I feel like this is a little bit better, right? This is what it was supposed to be. However, I do understand seeing all these low numbers in the marketplace scaring people a little bit, but I don't know. It seems like there's some pretty cool opportunities out there right now to get involved if you have some liquid. But let's do some business off the top. We never do business in the first 5 minutes, but there's a bunch of people already here. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you like this and have a good time. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor and subscribe. Like the stream too. It gets more people in here. That's all we're looking for. Just to give you an idea, this is what we're going to do this morning. I'm going to go over some of the boring stuff from last night, NBA-wise, because NBA was a rough scene last night. It was not fun. And then we'll go over some of the challenges. We're going to have someone come on and open up a pack today. I think it's from the stress test. So we're going to do that in a little bit. And then I'll try to get to some questions too. And one of the things we're going to do for Top Shot for account reviews, because I know that was people were getting excited about that and it was sidetracking me. Towards the end, what we're going to do is if we have a super chat function, and if you throw it in there, we'll do Top Shot reviews. Normally I save those for Friday, but if you're like, I want this done today, you can do that. And we'll do it at the end. And just so you know, what we use the super chat stuff for is to buy moments to do our giveaways for our main show. So just throwing that out there now, because I know I'm going to get a lot of Top Shot review requests. All right, let's get into it right now. S-Grabs in the house. Good to see you. A lot of people here already. We love it. So the thing that I was excited to talk about today, NBA-wise, I was really thrilled. I was like, the Clippers are going to lose again. I love watching the Clippers lose. Sorry, Merce. Hawks on an 8-game winning streak, taking it to them. Up like 20 at one point in the second half, I think. And then just flamed out. Clippers come back, win kind of handily. That was a bummer. I was excited to talk about that. I think the Celtics still suck. I don't know if you're supposed to buy low on the Celtics or sell low on the Celtics, but man, and I know they were without Tatum and Kemba yesterday, but just, God, they look so bad. But the one thing I will say, and Beamer just threw it in there, the one takeaway from that Celtics game last night, Ja had such a sick dunk, that full extension left hand to go grab that and bring it down. Whew, that was so nice. The other game I wanted to talk about too, or a couple more games, but one of them. So, and let me share screen. Let's get we got to clear the throat. Let's get some no more full face. Let's get some Top Shot up in here. So, one of the things I wanted to look at, I watched a little bit of the Hornets game last night because I wanted to see, the obvious the obvious move, right, was that Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham were going to be the biggest beneficiaries from LaMelo being out for the season, supposedly out for the season. But I kind of forget, he goes under the radar, and Gordon Hayward, who's only got the 2 moments, his first moment on the site, and then his hollow from Series 2. Gordon Hayward is going to take over a lot of the offense, I think, because he can distribute, he can facilitate, he can also go get buckets if he needs them. So I think for it being his only moment on the site, or I'm sorry, his first moment on the site at 12K, Gordon Hayward's someone to pay attention to. I think if the Hornets are going to do anything, if they're going to try to like manage, like manage the East and continue to look forward without LaMelo, a lot of that I think is going to rely on Hayward. And I think Rozier will get a lot of the buckets. Like you'll see Terry Rozier put up a lot of 30-point games, I'm sure. So he's someone to pay attention to as well. But I do think if the team's going to be successful, Hayward is going to be putting up like 18, 10, and 10 a bunch. I think we're going to have to see that. Beamer says Bridges from career high games before to 2 points. Yeah, Bridges is going to be all over the map. The other dude too, let's look at, I want to see what Devontae Graham's on here. I'm not saying go get Graham either. He's just someone I'm going to be paying attention to. For $10 for his 35K moment. He's actually got more moments on the site than I thought. But Devontae Graham's someone to pay attention to. And hey, if we're talking about Hornets, you all know who we're going to talk about next. Let's check out our boy PJ, who put up a double-double last night. It was like 10 and 13. It wasn't like a sexy double-double. Oh my God, this is sub 300. Sub 300 Series 1 rookie badges. You just love it. You love to see it. We're talking about PJ early in the morning. PJ in the morning. Yeah, Dominic saying Graham used to be their number 1 option. I know, Graham. I honestly thought they were going to move Graham at the deadline. I thought Graham was going to be someone they were going to shop. And now I guess they can't, right? They need to use him. They've got so many guards there, but with LaMelo gone now. The other thing I wanted to pull up too, the Bucks, man. The Bucks last night won by just 1 million, right? They dominate. They were up by 20 right away against the Pacers, and without Giannis too. And we got to see like vintage Drew Holiday yesterday, where he was doing a little bit of everything and put up big numbers. And again, I like finding, there's a lot of new people on the site who are not trying to spend thousands of dollars and like find ways to get in for relatively cheap. And you think about, all of the people priced in like the $20 to $30 range. And then you see a Series 2 moment of Drew Holiday, who, the Bucks are right there right now with the Sixers and the Nets for the top seed in the East. And if they're going to make a run, because I do believe this, like when we go into the playoffs, I feel like the teams in the playoffs, the people who are shining on those national televised games during the biggest moments, you're going to see their value go up a little bit. So if you're looking for a cheap way to get in on a guy who's going to make a playoff run, sure, it's not Giannis, but it is their number 1 guard on that team. So Drew and Middleton both had pretty solid games last night. Also, one other dude to look at. Is Portis on the site? No, he's not. Man, Bobby Portis is such a weird dude. He's like a fantasy darling where if he plays 20 minutes, he's going to score 1 million points. But it's unclear if he's making your basketball team better. We also saw a Sam Merrill sighting last night. Sam Merrill was getting buckets late in the game. So, yeah, that wasn't a fun game. I mean, Sabonis had a nice stat-wise game too. I think he kind of did everything. But yeah, that was another one to pay attention to. But, man, overall, the night of basketball was pretty bad. Like the Celtics-Grizzlies game went to overtime, but it was without Tatum and without Kemba, so it was like lacking a lot of stars. The Kings beat the Cavs, which like nobody tuned into. But the one takeaway from that Kings game is Halliburton. They extended his minutes a little bit, and he had a nice game. He put up 28 points. I guess he didn't do a lot of the peripheral stats, but $49. Let's pull up Edwards' moment too, because I want to look at both of their 35 CCs. So this one's 49 and this one's 135. I don't know. I mean, I get that. I guess I feel like Halliburton should be $20 cheaper and Edwards should be, $20 more expensive and Edwards should be $20 cheaper. But man, Again, looking at like cheaper, I mean, it's not a $9 cheap entry point, but Halliburton for under 50. You're getting a rookie moment. Sure, it's out of 35,000, but it's still Halliburton. But the Kings are a team to pay attention to. I think like NBA news in general in the next couple days is going to be important, right? So it's Tuesday, the trade deadline's Thursday afternoon. You know, you're looking at the Kings. The Kings sound like they're not going to make a move, which is nuts to me because they really do. They have pieces to make a move, and they're not going to compete. So like, move one of your dudes. But yeah, I think like Buddy Hield's someone to pay attention to. Harrison Barnes is someone to pay attention to because not only will that impact their own value, right? If they go to another team, now they're being showcased in the playoffs a little bit, but it also helps dudes like De'Aaron Fox, like Marvin Bagley, who's hurt, but Rashawn Holmes, Tyrese Halliburton, like all of those dudes now get a lot more run. So that's someone to pay attention to. The other guy in trade rumors yesterday, which I'm not sure if people caught this because we were too busy being like 150K in line. Lonzo Ball, rumored right now. I think the rumor was like Bull, the Gary Harris contract, maybe something else for Lonzo to the Nuggets. Sorry, I had to get some coffee in. I love that. We've been talking about Lonzo a little bit, but if you're not paying attention, Lonzo has turned into like an excellent 3-point shooter. He doesn't need the ball. Like we think of Lonzo as this fantastic passer, which he is, but I think the assumption is that you need to be on like an on-ball point guard to be a passer like that. And Lonzo's figured out how to play off the ball and to slide someone like him, who's a great passer and also a great 3-point shooter, with someone like Jokic and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. Hell, I don't know if they're going to play defense, but that offense is like pretty potent. So I would pay attention to that. When you look at Lonzo, 32 for his series 2 out of 15K. His series 1, his first moment on the site is 215. So something to pay attention to because I like me some Lonzo. Another team to pay attention to is the Magic, right? Aaron Gordon and Vooch and Fournier are all dudes that are getting talked about as potentially moving. I don't see Vooch moving. I just feel like the Magic are going to keep Vooch there. And Vooch has like a lot of moments over there. The thing I'll say is if Vooch does get moved, also let me move this chat. If Vooch does get moved, I think that it is a big deal because he is very, very good and nobody pays attention to him because he's on the Magic. So like, I think that could be a big bump for his value if all of a sudden he gets to play real playoff minutes. Fournier, I don't know. I'm not really excited about Fournier. I mean, he's fine. He's a scorer. He's going to be a backup guard on a playoff team that comes in and scores. Cool. Aaron Gordon's interesting. People have been talking about trading Aaron Gordon for the last 15 years. So I don't know. I mean, if he ended up on someone like the Nuggets or I don't even know who else would be making a move for him. The Nuggets are the only team that makes sense to me. But who knows? Maybe he could get unleashed if he just left Orlando. We get like 6 or 7 games a year where Gordon puts up like 40 and 10, and we're like, oh, watch out. Aaron Gordon finally unlocked it. But then he goes back to shooting like 30% and doing nothing. But the Magic in general are a team who I'm paying attention to just because I could see them selling. So, yeah, Bernardo or Patrick, absolutely. Vooch is a beast in fantasy. I think like if you don't play fantasy, you don't know him. He's so good. Ooh, Kobe White might get traded. That's interesting. I haven't heard. I knew Chicago was interested in making some moves, but I hadn't seen anything about it. I didn't see that it was Kobe White. So let me pull up Kobe White. Also, what Ruben? I see a lot of rumors. No one's actually getting traded. Ruben, you must be a Celtics fan because that is living the Celtics life where the Celtics are rumored to make 37 moves and they haven't made an in-season move in 25 years. Kobe White I remember when I first got on, Kobe White was someone that was like pretty sought after player. It seemed like everybody was like, all of his prices were up and you've seen them come down a little bit, but you look at his series 1 month, his first moment on the site is 315. I do like Kobe White. And was Kobe White a rookie last year too? Right. Yeah. So this goes into the series 1 category where we're talking about like PJ Washington and RJ Barrett, where I think that's a nice pass too. People forget that they were rookies last year. Like we're so obsessed with these 4K Series 2 rookies. It's like, oh yeah. We had rookies last year too. Yeah. Yep. Ruben is a Celtics fan. Yeah. Figured it out. Lots of talk of Gordon to the Celtics. Man, I'm so out on this Celtics team. I'm a Celtics fan too. I'm so out on this team. I'm such a bummer. Dude, I saw this Nerdbird. This was, as someone who has some Marvin Bagley in my collection, for the Kings to be like, pass, dude, we'll take Sadiq Bey. To be fair, Sadiq Bey has turned into Ray Allen from 3. So I get it. All right, here we go. So, and David says, one more question about the trade deadline. Are the Bulls buying or selling? I don't think they know yet. Right, so the Bulls, I think, are in the 10 seed right now in the East. Let me pull that up on my phone just to double check. The Bulls are currently in the 9 seed, but because the Celtics suck, they're only one game in the loss column behind both the Celtics and the Knicks. And then there's a pretty sizable drop-off between the Pacers at 10 and the Raptors at 11. And I think the Raptors are pretty much – the Raptors, man, they started figuring it out. They're playing really well together, and then the entire team got COVID, and then they went on a losing streak. So – yeah, I think the Bulls are probably buying, right? They're just so tired of not making the playoffs. I think the idea of getting into a play-in game for them. I mean, I don't know. Right now, if the Celtics played the Bulls in like the play-in tournament, I mean, I wouldn't feel good if I was the Celtics. But all right, let's go over some of the challenges now before, and again, in like 15 minutes, we're gonna have a friend of mine come on and open a pack. Very exciting. You can keep firing questions in. I'll try to get to them. Let's take a look at a challenge update. So I'm going to stop this screen. Full face, baby. Full face. Also, just like, you know what I should do too? Let me, if you guys are interested, if you're new and haven't checked out the Discord and are a Discord person and would like to get involved in the Dis, you guys can do that. Let me throw this up here. I'm going to throw the Discord in the chat. Feel free to come on in. It's a very fun place. A lot happening. Everybody goes to tilt together. All right, here we go. Let's start with Seeing Stars. So Seeing Stars, man, it just keeps going down. The Seeing Stars keeps going down. I mean, everything's going down, so we should say that. But Durant, I think when we started this last week, we started like monitoring it day by day. This was at like 2,800, I believe. All right, we get a cough incoming. Hold on. All right, we're back. 2,800. We're now down to 1,719. So almost down a full grand. And, we like using the barometer of like who was over 200 and under 200. Right now, in the Team Durant Challenge, the only dude over 200 is Zion. So that's a tough scene. When we take a look at the LeBron, the ones a few more over 200. We've got the Luka and Curry, right? So Curry for 400 and Luka for 500. But if you remember, Luka was like 800 5 days ago. Curry was like 6 or 7. I mean, you're seeing AD's barely over 200. You're seeing Dame barely over 200. Giannis is down to 3 something. So this challenge was around 4K when we started looking at it, and now it's down. Now it's down to 2,700. So I'm not sure what this is going to do, right? Do we think the price drop in this is just going to be like, wow, I guess there's really no value in the Durant or the LeBron, so like people aren't going to complete it? Or seeing it dip like this, do we think people get more excited about completing it? Because I imagine there's 2 people still holding on to moments, right? The Seeing Stars, the people who were completing it and the people that were like, shit, I missed the time to sell and now it's cratering, so I'm just going to hold. So I'm curious. I am curious. Deep Threat says, good news is the Durant series Seeing Stars can't go down much after the challenge ends. I'm with you. I mean, this is kind of where I was on the Seeing Stars challenge to begin with anyways. I just I don't know. I think there is, you're getting either KD or LeBron. So those are like 2 of the best players in the league, right? So sure, there is some value there. Obviously, like LeBron clearly shows that no matter what moment it is, it's going to be worth a ton on this site. I don't know. I didn't love this challenge. I didn't love this one. All right, let's go down. Rising Stars. Holy crap. So when we started monitoring the Rising Stars, first of all, LaMelo was 5K when we 5,500 when we first started looking at this. It was over 12K to complete this. Over 12K, and now we're down to 7,900. So I feel even more strongly about this than I did at the beginning. If you were holding the LaMelo, you don't have to. It's still very expensive. But like, look at this. You only have, so you've got the Wiseman, which is expensive, 1,580. But after that, Everything's sub 500 except for Rui, which I don't understand how Rui's over like 600 right now. And Hunter over 500. The thing that's more appealing to me about this challenge is the scarcity of it, right? So there's only 2021 like mints of all of these, right? And so with it being as expensive as it was, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like we were going to get a sub like 800 Edwards. That's really nice. That's really nice. I think the Zion will be a little bit more. We see the Zion started at like 6K, is now down to 4K. I mean, the Ja Morant, like, geez. This is the other thing about this, right? These are all young stars, and those are the moments you want, right? You want young stars. So I like this seems too cheap to me. Like, I just want the Ja Morant anyways. I'm going to push back on Space Mantis's comment here a little bit. I mean, he's the only one playing on a real basketball team right now, right? So what Wiseman is expected to do is very different than what Edwards is expected to do or what Halliburton is. It's easy to put up stats on shit teams, and Wiseman's expected to go out there and make like playoff plays. Like, he's got Draymond Green in his ear every time he misses a rotation. He's also been dinged up a little bit. I disagree. I think there was a clear, like, I still want Wiseman over Quickly. I know New York would kill me for that, but I want Wiseman over Quickly. You can make the argument. I still want him over Edwards. I think it'd be, for me, it's LaMelo, Wiseman, Halliburton, Edwards. And it's all close. Like, 4 of them are like super bunched up. That's where I'm at. But I think Wiseman's really good. But yeah, I think these challenges, I mean, have just dipped so hard. And there was another comment too from Ron. Too many challenges going on. I feel like the window to make big boy money was joining in October. So I think like the first window of that is true. Right? Like, if you scooped up a bunch of cosmics in early fall, you got really good money. Congrats. We're still super early. Every time they allow people to sign up, they have to like shut the site down to scale up again. It is so early. It is so early. But if you're coming in being like, all right, I'm expecting to spend $100 on Monday, and then by Friday, that's going to be worth $2 million. That part's over. But that's also not how this works either, right? That's not how it's designed to work. So I think you're right in a sense. Yeah, we're not going to be like 1 million Xing every couple of weeks, but I do think we're still so early. I mean, we had fucking, what was it? 300,000 people in line for a Cool Cat yesterday. And there was only in late January, like 15,000 people on the site. So we got a ways to go. I do agree though. There's a lot of challenges going on, and you can see that based on just how long we've been scrolling. Because we've got 2 more, right? So we get the Mike Conley challenge. I think the only one that's gone up in price, went from 301 yesterday to 304. I'm not going to talk much about the Conley challenge because that's boring. The All-Star challenge is diving, just straight diving. I think what's so interesting about this is the first time I've seen the actual rare moment pulled from a rare pack being worth less than the pack. So that's kind of, like you're seeing the Tatum, I'm sorry, the Jaylen Brown is at 239. So it's like right at it. There was one that was under, Beal right at the pack level. Julius Randle 211, Sabonis 210. So these are diving. And then looking at Cool Cats again, the good news is this is the first time Cool Cats has been affordable in a while. So that is good. But that's what we're looking at that's like the challenge update. Yeah, this is what I was saying, Cameron. I agree with this. If Wiseman was on, if Wiseman was on the Wolves, he's going. I mean, any bad team, he's putting up big numbers. Conley All-Star listed for 100 this morning. Wow. Yeah, but I do think, again, I still think we're in like pretty early, and that we're gonna, as it continues to scale up and more people are joining, you are going to find value in there. I just think the days of like 100xing immediately. I mean, sure, I loved refreshing Evaluate Market and seeing my account worth a lot of money, and now it's not worth as much money. And I get it. That's a bummer, but I'm down. I'm still down. I'm still into it because I'm showing up here this morning to talk to y'all dummies. Speaking of which, hey, if you haven't had a chance to like the stream and subscribe, please do that right now. There are over 100 people and under 40 likes. We're just trying to get to 50%, right? So if we have over 100, let's get over 50 people liking it. So just like that. We're going to have, I'll do a few more minutes of questions before my buddy comes on to open a pack. So if you have any more questions, get in there right now. I will say I've been pretty conflicted about what I'm going to do with these challenges too, because I've been going over, I'm trying to do the Zion Rising Stars challenge, and I'm just a couple pieces away from that. So I'm definitely doing it. I'm too close at this point. But the Cool Cats one I'm struggling with. And on one hand, it's cheaper. It's cheaper, which I like. Oh, we could just see someone leaving their apartment. The Cool Cats is cheaper, so it makes sense to continue to pursuing it if you've already completed round 1 or 2. But part of me is like, if this Luca Cool Cat goes up, like, do we just flip the Luca and go get some other stuff that we're excited about? What's up, Joe Vu in the chat? Good to see you. Yeah, Eden says, not much if you can't withdraw. It's just monopoly money until then. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Withdrawal, as someone who didn't join super early or super late, I got in at late January. I got the ability to withdraw like 2 weeks ago, so it's coming. And I'm not a famous person. I'm doing this, but I promise. So it's not like I'm someone they need to give withdrawals. And I haven't withdrawn yet. So shout out to that. Diamond hands over here. Diamond hands. Any thoughts on the warning the team sent out to third parties bots yesterday? I missed this. What happened? I missed this. Aaron says, what do you think about the OG users holding on to multiple unopened packs? Oh yeah, I think it's a strategy, right? That's a strategy and like real collectors about not opening stuff. So I think it's good for them. I don't have the ability to not open it. I get too excited and I open it immediately. So I'm the wrong person to ask about that strategy. But clearly, like when you're able to look, like using evaluate.market, for instance, when you're able to look, it'd be like, okay, say you're holding the series 1 pack and you know there's still like 4 more LeBron James series 1 available, and say like the number 1's still available. By you having an unopened pack, there's a chance that you're able to get that. So the value of that pack goes way up, right? And once you're able to trade packs or sell an entire pack on the marketplace, then all of a sudden that's worth a ton, right? So yeah, I kind of like it. I just don't have the ability to do it. I don't have the ability to do it. All right, here we go. What else we got here? Yeah, the Space Mantis, this is the best point about the rookies in general, right? We get so excited about rookies, and they could be out of the league in like 3 years. So it's still so early. What I will say, though, is at the beginning of this year, when the draft was happening, everybody was like, oh, this draft is weak this year. It's a weak draft. And we're seeing a lot of serviceable rookies right away. Like, they might not become super duper stars, but like LaMelo's going to play. Edwards is going to play. Wiseman is going to play. Halliburton quickly. Like, those dudes are going to play. Anyone the Celtics drafted? Maybe not. Maybe not. Aaron Nesmith? I don't see. I saw Nesmith playing yesterday. God, what a bummer. What a bummer pick. Detroit picked a bunch of good rookies. Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart. We still haven't seen Killian Hayes in a while. Yeah. Thank you, Daniel. This is what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Patrick asks, this is a good question. Do you think March Madness has an effect on the market and no one cares about the NBA right now? I do think that. I don't know if it has an impact on the market. This is a good, like, I see this in DraftKings. The types of tournaments available on DraftKings seem to dip during March Madness. Like, the prize pools go down. My overall interest, like, I'm watching a little bit less NBA than I typically do because I have been betting on March Madness, so I've been watching that. So I do think there might be something to that there, but I do think there's just a little bit of nervousness that we're seeing the market go down. So people are panicking, and then they're like, I don't want to be holding the bag. I got to sell. So everyone's just undercutting those prices. So that's what's causing the market to like super dive, right? So we're seeing that. And then I do think there's some like pack fatigue. There's a lot of people that have been on the site who have yet to get a pack. And I think they're like, this sucks. So I think there's a little bit of that. But again, super early. All right, let's see. No, Aaron, I get what you're saying, right? But like, I get what you're saying, but say they opened it and they have like 14 LeBrons from those packs. Would you also be like, oh, last like saying they didn't have many? Yeah, no, I got you. That's one of those situations when you like read the room. Yeah. Oh, Conscious Coma says he's not out on Neesmith yet. Well, congrats to you, but I'm out. I'm out. I can't watch anymore. Pack drop over March Madness. We love it. All right, we are moments away from opening a pack. Very excited about that. I think is it happening right now? No, not yet. We're waiting. Our boy Ernest is coming on to open a pack. I'm curious. Let me share my screen again because I just realized right now we've been full face too long. Here we go. Ernest.
What's up, buddy?
Dude, good to see you. Listen, you are in the central time zone too, right? So this is next being up a little earlier.
Dallas, Texas. I woke up early for you, Mike. I like to start my mornings with Mike.
Dude, this is good. I'll Venmo you for that. That was good.
I'm impressed by how good you are at this, my man. Why hasn't ESPN come calling yet?
Yeah, I don't. Well, it's weird because I've been emailing them, and they haven't been replying. I've been getting a lot of out of office replies.
Yeah.
Ernest, all right. Before we rip this pack,
let's rip this pack. Yeah.
But before we do, you got to give us a little bit like, when did you get into Top Shot? Give us a little backstory.
I think probably when you sent me how much your account was worth. But yeah, no, I guess I heard about it. Was like I heard about it from my old roommate. He sent an article like, "Does this sound stupid or does it sound fun?" I was like, "I don't know, it sounds fun." And I think I asked you about it in our group chat, and you said that's when you were like, "It's going good, dude."
Yeah.
But I have had such bad luck, as a lot of people have.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd come in here with some fun packs to open, but I haven't gotten any of the. I just have that pre-order one to open.
I do. It has been kind of fun. Like there were a handful of friends that I let them know. I was like, "Oh, this seems like something you might be into," because a little background on Ernest. Ernest is a big poker guy. This, the combination of poker and sports. I don't know. I like the theory is there, right? And I think there's an interest for sure, right? But there's like 4 or 5 people that I reached out to who now I get text messages from, like when the packs happen, and it's like all it says like 210K. Like it's just like they're spot in line, like this sucks.
Yesterday I was 80 or 90, and I almost got there, but I didn't.
Did you wait the whole time?
That was a nice sweat, though. That was a nice sweat. Yeah, I waited the whole time. Of course I did.
Ooh. Yeah, that is stressful.
Of course I did.
So have you been like messing around the marketplace a little bit, or mostly just kind of waiting for packs?
I've just been waiting for packs. I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to let what God gives me. And then maybe if I get enough of collection, I'll start going into the marketplace. But yeah, I have not dived into it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've been telling people that too. Like, I think it is hard if you're just getting it. I mean, now because the market's going down so much, I do think there's a lot of ways to get in on the market. But I think when I told you about it is when it was really going bonkers. And I was like, I don't want to pay $80 for Otto Porter Jr. So like, I would just wait for packs.
Never.
Yeah. So is there someone you're like rooting for right now? Is there like, this is what I need?
Any Maverick, we're down here in North Dallas. We're Mavericks fans in this house.
There we go.
So, I don't know, is Luka in this one? I don't even know.
I'll be honest, I don't remember which pack you have. So
Yeah. It's that pre-order one that everyone got.
Oh, wow. Still haven't opened the pre-order pack.
I held it for you, Mike.
Man, what a good dude. What a good
dude. Held it for you in case you need the content.
Dude, always.
I don't know if you do. You're so good at this.
No, the one takeaway is that I need to drink more tea is what I've learned. I was like, doing this every day is not going to be a problem. It's only for like an hour a day. It is a problem.
You're sounding a little hoarse.
It's not great.
How do I pull this up?
All right, so there should be a share screen. Yeah, there should be a share screen button at the bottom.
Share screen.
And then you can just pick your tab that has Top Shot.
Okay.
Ruben making a really good point. I wouldn't pay $1 for Otto Porter Jr. Oh, wow, dude, look at this. You're getting a lot of love in the chat, Ernest. Props for coordinating the beanie to the backdrop wall.
Thank you so much.
I also saw, I don't know, Ernest, if you were watching the other day, let me see if I can find it, but Somebody said, I lost it. Oh no, here it is. Dominic said Ernest greater than Dapper Boys. So the Dapper Boys will be back. We'll figure out the Dapper Boys. All right, so this isn't the first pack you've gotten though, right?
No, I have 3 moments.
Moments.
And really only that Jason Tatum assist is anything worth noting.
Okay, all right. Was that the one from his ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought about going ahead and selling it just to make some profit, but I was like, you know what? No, he's a Celtic. I don't want to do that to Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Although, listen, might have been wrong. Might have been wrong.
Maybe I probably should have sold it now that I see it going down, but that's all right. I was like, wow, one of them sold for 3,000. Not mine.
Yeah. Manuel's a new edition of Ernest Goes to Top Shot.
Yeah. Those movies have given me so much joy during my life.
Yeah, I believe it.
Rest in peace, Jim Varney. Rest in peace.
Oh, I know.
And guys, if you're too young to remember the Ernest movies, check them out.
Those were for me. Those were summer classics. Like I remember watching those with friends. Like
even Ernest Saves Christmas. Watch that in the summer.
Okay, maybe not that one. I just remember not being in school. It was like summertime.
Ernest Goes to Camp. We ready?
Let's do this.
Okay. Do I need to put the volume on or the volume?
No, I think we're okay with the volume. Yeah, and it might just be coming to you right now and not everybody. And it's right. The music's nice, but maybe in the morning it's a lot, you know?
It's a lot in the morning, for sure.
It's a lot.
Okay,
all right, here we
go. Just do them right in order?
I think so. Yeah, let's just left to right. Let's go wild.
And you're gonna have to tell me you're the expert, Mike. So.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see. Let's go. We just want a Mav. That's really all we want.
Yeah,
or something really good.
One Mav. All right, we're starting off with the Heat. Bam Adebayo is fun. Yeah, actually, is this this is a part of a challenge right now too, I believe. This is a part of the Mike Conley challenge.
Oh, nice. Well,
so this is actually, I think this is going for like $60 right now.
You know what? This one I might flip.
Yeah.
Get my money back from the packs I bought.
Yeah.
The 2 packs I bought.
I like Bam Adebayo quite a bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's fun.
Okay. Well, hey, already we're good. We're happy.
Yeah. That currently the lowest ask on that is $57.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sam Bender, sell it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Don't worry, Sam. I'm gonna be. You know what, Mike? You can walk me through how to do that. No, I'll do that after I get off. Let's see. Ready? Let's go. We ready?
We're ready. Oh, we got some magic. Evan Fournier. This one's a bummer.
That's all right.
This one's a bummer. I will say the good news about Evan Fournier, I think this is going for like $9 or $10. I will say, right, though, if it's going for $9 or $10, that means this moment alone was the cost of the pack. That's nice.
And you know what? It reminds me of my hairline, which I won't show.
I will say, and there's a real chance that he gets traded this week. And if that happens, who knows? Maybe people get a little bit more excited, you know?
Get a little bit excited for Evan. Okay, here we go. Our last chance. We got 2 Florida teams.
Come on, Mark Cuban, do this one time.
Come on, Mark. Let's do this, man. I just want to see a Mav. I just want to see a Mavs logo. Let's go.
Here we go.
Ready?
Let's do it. Make it happen. Come on.
Okay.
What is it? What we got? Hey, this is nice, though.
All right.
We like CJ McCollum. That's a fun move.
We like CJ.
We like CJ. Media savvy CJ. He's a good dude. I'm saying it's like we're boys. Yeah, CJ's nice, man.
Yeah, CJ's a nice guy. You know, that is a nice moment. Look at it.
That is a nice moment. I'm going to put, so what do we say? Fournier's going for 10. Bam is going for 57. Let's see what CJ is going for. So that's like, I know a lot of people, he's going for 13. So what's that? Like $80.
That was the cost of the pack, right? The pack was like 9 or 14.
Yeah, $9. So I understand, like there's a lot of panic right now that the market sucks. But when you opened a pack and just, I don't know, almost 10x'd it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always team hold, except for Bam. I'm gonna flip Bam.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm okay. I'm okay with waiting it out.
Yeah.
Life's long, Mike. Life is long.
Yeah.
And it's fun things can happen if you just hold.
You can stay on after for the people watching right now. This show will bleed right into Ernest's like philosophical hour.
What is it? Aim to be a poet, Mike. That's our improv comedy.
Oh, well, we'll have to have you come back on next week to let us know what you sold BAM for.
Okay, great. It'll be $56. I can tell you right now, $56. Great. Well, Mike, thanks for having me this morning. Hey, well, I can't believe I got to say in my life that I was on Mike in the morning.
Hey, I mean, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true.
All right, take care. Hey, you know what? Next time I'm gonna get a pack next one.
Man, I hope so. I'm rooting for you. I don't want any 200K text messages. All right.
Okay. No,
unless it's what your account is worth.
Yeah, unless it's what my account's worth or what I hit in poker.
We'll take that. We will take that.
We'll take anything that says 200K other than in line.
Exactly. And
we'll go. Big maze.
Life is long. Team hold.
All right. Later, Mike.
All right. See you, bud. Thanks, man. Ernest is the best. He's getting a lot of love in the chat right now. We like that. Muted Mike in the morning. Yeah. Ernest is such a good dude. That was a nice pack, right? But that's a good reminder. That is granted, he hit BAM. That was in a challenge. But even if he hit 3 of those moments that are like 10 or 11 bucks, you're still like 3xing on a $9 pack. And that's not usually how that happens. So I think we pumped the brakes. Ooh, did you see that spit come out with full face? And you saw the spit come out. That's why you get that pop-up blocker, baby. But yeah, you pumped the brakes. Sure, we're not 10xing right now, but that was a 7x. And again, even if he didn't get a BAM and he got 2 formulas, it's still like a 3x. So yeah, you're good. Joe Vu, thought you were muted. Turns out I muted you. Awesome. All right, what else we got here? First time here. Had no luck yesterday with the Cool Cats. Hey, you and 300,000 other people. So we didn't either. I feel that. All right, let's take a look at what the Cool Cats are doing right now. Let's share that screen. Take a look. Hit me up with some questions. Also, yeah, here we go. Let's get Ernest up there. Someone asked what Ernest's Top Shot account is. There it is, Mr. Dinklewop. All right, let's look at the Cool Cats challenge. So, Patrick, when you ask this question, are you saying like the master challenge or just like this round of the challenge? Because I think there is a important distinction between the two. But let's see what the Cool Cats are doing right now. Let's see what the Cool Cats are doing. Holy hell. Remember when I think Julius Randle was going for like 700 or 800. Isn't that nutso? But you see, I said this at the top, right? But part of the thing with the Cool Cats is that it's a common challenge and it's not supposed to cost thousands of dollars, I don't think, to complete it. So I do think we're seeing the market correct itself in a little bit where you're not seeing a moment over $100, right? So you get Shea at 93, Dragic at 74, Barrett at 88, Porzingis 85, and Sabonis is 74. Sabonis continuing to get disrespected. Sabonis is the only all-star of this group, and he's going for the cheapest. Dumb. I want to do a challenge, have a decent this challenge. Okay. So yeah, you can do this challenge for what, like $500 right now. I go back and forth where, so we saw the first round of Cool Cats, right? The Luka was worth like 8K at one point, and now it's down a little bit. I do think there is value in this challenge because it's Nikola Jokic, and say if it costs like 400 or whatever to do it, and you like Jokic, I do think there's some value there. And what are these? Are out of 15,000. So you got to think, how many ADs were there? I forget how many ADs were completed. 7,000. So I can't tell how many people. I don't know how many people feel so. Yeah, there were 7,000 of them. I can't tell how many people were so snake bitten by round 2 that are like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not doing round 3 because I invested like $1,200 for an AD that's worth $200. So I don't know how many people are going to feel like scorned by it and are not going to go after it. So if the Jokic is going lower than we think, then yeah, I do like Jokic. However, if you're going for the Master Challenge and you need this moment, I think if you already have the Luka and the AD, you completed the first 2 rounds, you picked up the cat. We're at a point now where like it's going to be so much more cheaper to complete this than it was for round 1 and 2. I think you just go do it. So that's where I'm at. Good question. Good question. Thoughts on Series 275? Oh, what's up, Roxbox? Good to see you. The Series 2 7500. Is there an easy way to filter this? No, I don't. How do I filter that serial? There we go. Although that's still not going to do it. Okay, I did a bad job filtering, but I do like the Series 2 7500, mainly because as we move further and further away from, Series 1 and Series 2, and we're at 35,000 right now, to see 1 out of 7,500, I really do like, especially obviously the Durants, the Zions, the Jaws. I think those moments are really, and Giannis too, man, but really undervalue on those. Big Maze, I actually saw one of those cool cats for like $30 this morning, but I didn't get to it fast enough. It's a good question. Do you think the legendary pack will be easier to get to because of the price tag? I think yes. I mean, I don't think you'll see 300,000 people ready to spend $1,000. I don't think you'll see that many. I do think it'll be more than we think, because then you also got to remember there's going to be less of those packs, right? So hopefully it's a little bit easier. Hopefully. All right, what else did I miss here? Them likes are, oh yeah, let's do a like check. Okay, God, here's the thing though. This is what I said. We need to be at 50% of the people viewing. All right. So we're at 150. We're under 75 likes. Do me a favor. Go like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't done it. It's a blasty blast here. I'm also going to share the Discord again if that's something you're into. You guys want to join. Get up on there. Let's see. What else? Legendary moment around the price of the Edwards challenge or the Edwards reward. Ooh, what do you mean, Savon? I think legendary moment around the price of it. Oh, like getting one or the other. Ooh, that's a good one. I think some of the value in getting the Edwards cool cat, right? The Edwards cool cat, the reward is that dunk, right? That dunk, and it's going to be out of 2,000. But when you think about legendary, man, you think about that's out of 100. If it's a current, let's look at some of, I know we did this yesterday. Let's look at some of the legendary moments from, let me clear these filters. We're looking at some of the legendary ones from the other day, right? And let's look from descending, just to get a little wild, right? All right, let's go down a little bit more, though. How much do we think that Edwards is going to be worth? That's the other thing, right? Actually, we should do ascending. What am I doing? We're starting in the 100Ks. That's too much. It depends, right? I guess it depends on the player. It depends on the player and who you're like. What are your thoughts on what's his name? On Edwards. That dunk itself is pretty cool. We think it's going to be 8K. Let's see, what can we look at for 8K here? 8K. All right, well, let's see. We're in range here. I don't want a LaMarcus Aldridge. We made it 48 minutes without mentioning that man's name. DeAndre Ayton at 7K. I mean, it's still a little scary. The Kobe White one, I like that. The lace him up. The Paul George, deck the hoops. Nah. Karl Anthony Towns is probably in that range where that's a good barometer. I feel, or Russ at 8,500. Those are both interesting. Those are both interesting. I like that. Time for me to, let's double check Killian Hayes. I wanted to see where all those dudes are at. Let's double check Killian Hayes and just some of the 4K rookies in general, because, the other thing I haven't looked at yet either is LaMelo today. I haven't looked at LaMelo yet. Killian Hayes. What? Oh, yeah, because it's not legendary. 309, man. He's, we talked about him before, right? Where he's one of those dudes, because he's a little dinged up and he's not playing right now. I think people forgot about him. But when you're thinking about 4K rookies, I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad. All right, Killian Hayes. I wanted to see what LaMelo's at. Okay, he's back over 2K again. This was in the 1700s a little bit yesterday, but holy smokes. Man. Yeah, this is where I'm at with all of the rising stars, right? Out of all the challenges, this is the one that appeals to me the most because the rewards are the Edwards dunk, which is going to be incredible. And if you believe in Edwards as a player, you're getting an iconic dunk with an iconic player. Same thing with Zion, right? And I can't remember what that moment is, but or I think it's that dunk, right? The block dunk, whatever. But even about the other pieces of this, like the Halliburton, like the Ja, you're getting like Halliburton's still going to get his rookie badge. It's still a rookie moment. And this is out of 2021 versus one that's out of 4,000. So granted, it's not his first moment, but it's still pretty rare in his rookie season. So like if you're going for the challenge, like this is full disclosure, I have the Halliburton. I actually think I have a pretty low serial Halliburton too, like 250. So part of my thinking, like I want to complete this challenge to go get a Zion. And, figuring out, am I going to buy all the moments? Am I going to rent some moments? And when I look at the Ja specifically, it's like, okay, if I complete this moment and buy the Ja, which I think now is like it's under 750. This was going for like 1,500 the other day. If you're going to get a Ja, I finished the challenge. I have a Halliburton, a Ja, and a Zion, like all from that, I mean, Ja's not a rookie anymore, but all from that series, like that's really nice. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that. I do think like long-term, those have value. I'm a little bit more concerned with like Denny Avia and like Rui and DeAndre Hunter. Like there's a little bit more risk in that. But when you're looking at like LaMelo, Wiseman, especially if you're completing the challenges, like to me, that's just like a no-brainer. He did score 28 last night too. We like that. Zion will be a dunk, right? Spencer, isn't it like the block and then he gets an alley-oop from Ingram at the end? Oh, wait, what? Wait, so you're saying because PJ Tucker already got moved though, right, Geezy? He's already on the Bucks. So you're saying you think he gets like a bump because he got moved to the Bucks? I mean, he's definitely I'm out on PJ Tucker. I just feel like you can buy somebody else that's a little bit more exciting. Rubio where do you think Rubio's moving? He should move out of Minnesota. I think he could help a team. But yeah, I'm out on Whiteside too. Someone asked about Whiteside. I don't think Whiteside makes your team better. All right, let's look at Emmanuel quickly, who I still like. I don't want to say I don't like quickly. I just think it's kind of nuts that people are taking quickly over like Halliburton in their rookie polls. Like, come on. But quickly under 700, which someone I should share. Someone said, yeah, quickly dropped a ton. Sub 700. I agree. Greg, who is one of the co-hosts of this show, we got a hollow pack together. The last drop, he skipped the line somehow back when there were bugs, and we got a Tobias Harris, and we're right now talking about maybe flipping that Tobias Harris hollow to pick up, because I think combined we could get a LaMelo first moment and a quickly first moment, and it's close, but we're talking about it. Ooh, Gushon, you get the #1 Denny? That's pretty nice. I like that. Also, I would be open to renting it from you for the challenge. When you do the job, buy it on stream. You're right. We should. Zach says, will the Luka, oh yeah, Rubio to the Hawks. I really do like that, Joe. Will the Luka Cool Cat bounce back? Let's pull up because I've been monitoring this too. Wow, 1,700. Here's what's happening, right? I think because I've been saying this too. I had the thought of like maybe moving off the Cool Cat and taking that, because it was at that time it was like at 3K, and I was like, for 3K, just like I just said, I could get a LaMelo first moment and a quickly first moment. Now it's at the point where I am not selling it. Like I'm holding on and completing this, and I think people are panicking. Like they're just like, oh my god, I can't sell it for 2,400. Maybe I'll list it for 22, and then 2K, and now it's 1,600. I mean, this is nuts. We're almost at the point where it makes sense to buy into the challenge. I'm not saying go buy it, but like remember, this was going for like 10K a while ago, and I don't think it's going to go back to 10K, because that was during the boom. But this feels too cheap. This feels like, I think people are freaking out about the Cool Cats challenge right now, which is going to make it a lot easier. Yeah, all the challenges are way down. Here we go. Your favorite target concerning the trade rumor. I think for me, it's anybody rumored to the Nuggets, because I think with the Lakers banged up, I think the Jazz are a little overrated. I think the Clippers kind of suck. I think the door is open for the Nuggets to make a move. And if the Nuggets land someone like Lonzo Ball, who I think it's dumb if the Pelicans move him because Lonzo and Zion together are very good. But if Lonzo gets moved to the Nuggets, or if Buddy Hield gets moved to the Nuggets, or a Harrison Barnes, if anybody goes to the Nuggets, I'm really interested in them. I just think we're going to see a lot of them in the playoffs, and they are going to be a fun-ass team to watch. I really hope it's Lonzo, only because, not for the Pelicans, obviously, but for the Nuggets, to see like Jokic, Lonzo, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray all running the floor at the same time, with Lonzo shooting like 40% from three. Does that even go up? He's going to get wide-ass open threes, and just a great passer. I really like that. I really like that. Yeah, there's a lot of panic selling happening right now. Do you think Toronto moves him? I think Toronto should if he wants to get moved. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But it would be fun for Philly. That would be fun. Is Embiid 15K and 35K a good buy? I mean, Embiid, let's pull up Embiid. Ooh, see, hold on. Before we pull up Embiid, see, this is why I disagree. If you've been watching the Pelicans this year, Lonzo doesn't need the ball anymore. Lonzo's an off-ball guard a lot of the time because they're using Zion as the point forward. Or he's even playing alongside Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's been bringing it up. Lonzo's just turned into this like three-point marksman where he moves very well off the ball. So you still have Murray handling the ball. Put Lonzo. He can play point when Murray's out. I think it's actually a sneaky good fit. And hey, listen, could be super wrong, but that's where I'm at. I love it. I love it. I'm very high on Lonzo, though, so that's part of the reason. You're telling me you can get him. Yes, buy Embiid. This isn't financial advice, but this is too cheap for Embiid. His Series 1 is $700. What's happening? First moment on the site, $700 for Embiid. The only reason he's not winning MVP is because he's missed too many games. Wow, yeah, that's two. All of those are good. All right, here we go. Someone's asking, like, will trades go up or value go up if people get traded? I think so. If you go from a shit team to a good team and now all of a sudden you get to play in front of people, they're actually watching. Jovu, I got you right here. I got you. Yeah, let's go back to Karl Anthony Towns. Again, this NBA Top Shot loves, and by Top Shot, I don't mean the people who work at Dapper. I mean us. We love to underrate big men. And Karl Anthony Towns, the Wolves themselves are a little bit frisky now. They're still going to suck, but they are a little bit frisky. And Karl Anthony Towns is someone who I think, we forgot because he hasn't been playing, COVID, injuries, all that stuff. And now he's putting up big, big numbers offensively anyways. And this is without, who knows? Maybe Russell. I don't see Russell coming back and making them better, but maybe he does. But I like it. Yeah, I just don't think that's enough. Like, if you're the Pelicans, why? Why go get Lou Williams and Reggie Jackson? Reggie Jackson, garbage. This is a bad deal. Like with the Nuggets, they'd get back Gary Harris's expiring contract, maybe like RJ Hampton and Bull. There's like real pieces to work with. I'm out. I mean, of course, it would be a great fit for the Clippers. I just don't like the move for the Pelicans from there. Yeah, Spencer. All of Embiid's moments are just the worst highlights. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a Lowry trade does make sense right now. A Lowry trade does make sense for them. I just don't know if I don't know if it's going to happen. Like someone said earlier, there's a lot of talks about trades and like, do they actually happen? You think the Celtics get Gordon and Fournier oh God, who knows? Gordon makes more sense than Fournier in my opinion, but all right, here we go. Best buy under 100. I know there's a lot of questions coming in too. Feel free to keep them coming. Again, not to plug super chats, but it's easier to see them if those come in. And then those go back to giveaways. All right, here we go. Let's see. What did we say? Under a hundo. Let's start at 100. Let's see. Best buy under 100. Who asked that question? I want to make sure I find that. I missed it. Jeezy. All right, here we go. It's not going to be a seeing star. Dude, Malcolm Brogdon Series 1 is under $100. This is my point that I was talking about with Rookie of the Year. Like, everyone was moving off of LaMelo because he got injured. He's like, oh, he's not going to get Rookie of the Year anymore. Rookie of the year means shit if you're not a superstar, right? Like Malcolm Brogdon was rookie of the year, $99 for series 1. I like this buy. I mean, I know I'm saying nobody cares about the Pistons. I mean, the Pacers, but that I like that buy. Let's see what else. I mean, if you're a Hassan Whiteside fan, and you think him getting traded is good for a team, I don't hate that. Rubio, I'd be more. Actually, that's not true. I forget what I said about Hassan Whiteside. Rubio is a really good buy. I think if you think he's going to get traded to a playoff team. Bogdanovich, right? We were talking about the Hawks going. They're like 8-1 in their last 9. Those all happen to coincide with Bogdanovich's return. There's still rumors that he's going to be like the face of Top Shot over in Europe. I don't mean the best European player, but like in the same way that Top Shot uses Tyler Hero, they're going to use Bogdanovich. I don't know if that's still true because I heard that like a month ago or 2 months ago and haven't seen anything since then. But Bogdanovich is a really good basketball player. I like that for $95, and it's series 1. Bruce Brown is sub 100 now. He's someone. No, I'm not going to recommend Bruce Brown. I like Bruce Brown, but if this is like your best buy under 100. Ja Morant series 2, 15K is $90. Like if you just want a superstar, I like that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Those are some that stick out. What else we got? Is Hero a trade piece? Ooh. I wonder. I wonder if they move him. Let's pull up Vince Carter. We'll do this for Dustin. Dustin owns a Vince. Let's see what Vince is at right now. Oh, yeah. It's definitely not under 100. Wow. 2K. That's back down, right? When did that get up to like 5K at some point or something like that? Oh, man. I love Vince Carter. Yeah, I do. I think Rubio would really like it. I do. LaMarcus Aldridge definitely disliked the stream. That's hilarious. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, what else we got here? I'll hang for like another 5 to 7 minutes. Again, if you haven't liked the stream yet, go ahead and do that. If you haven't, join the Discord, and that's the thing you'd like to do. I'll throw the link in there. We do this. We do the marketplace every morning, Monday through Friday. Although this week I won't be doing it on Friday. I might do a special late night Thursday edition, and I won't be doing it Monday next week, just because I'm going to be away. But we do this every morning. Oh, shout out, Matt. Thanks for joining, man. West Coast time, too. All right, so this would be the deal. So the Miami would trade just one of them for Lowry? I feel like if it's just one of them, you can get a much better deal from Philly than you can from Miami. I feel like it's got to be almost both of them. Like, it's got to be more than that pieces, right? Ooh, DeAndre, I don't even know, like, I like the idea that he was just like DeAndre Hunter. You got to go see him. I do like DeAndre Hunter quite a bit. He's another dude, right? When you think about, this is one way to get a leg up, I think. If someone gets hurt, like the Killian Hayes conversation we had earlier, what's happening here? Is my, oh, there we go. My computer is freezing. If a player gets hurt, I think there's a way to capitalize on that. As his price goes down and people forget about him, I think there's like Killian Hayes is a good example. KD, I don't think it really fits the bill with KD, although maybe it does. Maybe his price is dipping. But DeAndre Hunter was playing really, really good basketball before he got hurt. And I think there's a way to, like, $9. Like, again, I think there's a way to get in on DeAndre. I like DeAndre. I know I mentioned renting moments, Nifty Hustle. So you only can do this with people that you like really trust or that you know are using a third party. But essentially, what I've done in the past is trade a moment. So if for like 10 to 15% of the value. So for that Ja Morant, say it's going for $880 or whatever. For 15%, I'll give you a moment that's worth 15% of that. You keep that moment forever. I hold on to the challenge moment until the challenge is over, and then I send it back to you. That's kind of how a rent moment looks. Ooh, TJ Warren. That's a good call too. TJ Warren is another one of those dudes. And him coming back is going to impact the entire team. His first series 1 first moment on the site is $81. Wow. Oubre, yeah. I wonder if the Warriors move off Oubre. I do like him. I do like Oubre quite a bit. I keep wanting to say Oubre. Yeah, again, his first moment on the site, 142. It's pretty cheap. It's also a pretty nice block. Oubre has fun highlights. He's got fun highlights. Yeah, and big men are just super undervalued on this site. I agree. So Embiid, Jokic, all of those dudes. All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap up here. I think we did it. I want to shout out Ernest for being on today. That was a lot of fun. It was nice to have him. I'm sure we haven't figured out when, but Greg and Dustin, all of us will be back probably either tonight or tomorrow night to do our normal show for giveaways, and we'll hopefully open some packs. Thanks for everyone for being here in the chat. It's so much better when the chat's here because otherwise it's just me talking for an hour. And I mean, I guess it is still me talking for an hour, but you guys give a lot of prompts. So shout out everyone for being here this morning. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Good luck in the marketplace. Let's go buy some shit, huh? See you tomorrow.